Okay, we are back again.
Oh, there's my little doggy.
What are you doing down here, dog? Huh? Come in. Come in. All right. Okay, I don't know if you're seeing me or not, or what the angle that is at. It looks like it's kind of a weird angle on my camera. I don't know. Anyway, I've been working on the back part of this radio, and this was snapped right there in these two locations, right here and here. So, good old Gorilla Glue, a couple of chunks of wood, and got it all back together. I wasn't going to take it apart because if you take a look, you see that how old that antenna wire is going around there. I didn't want to go and disturb that. And for me to do that, I would have to take all these rivets out and everything else all the way around. It's got these little wood blocks. They're actually nailed on. So I'd have to take all those out, and I didn't want to disturb it anyway. And it's not going to be, the back doesn't have to be perfect anyhow. I'm just trying to see if I can make this old 1940 or 39 radio work. But anyway, but I do have some more wiring to do. One of the cloth covered wires was messed up on here, and I just soldered one end of another wire to the socket, and yes, it's got a weird little socket that goes on there. So you see that has to be plugged in the back of the radio. So I was just going to finish up doing this. I wasn't going to show you the whole thing, otherwise it'd be like watching paint dry. But I'll just show you. I'm just going to do this, and we'll see. Make sure that gets on solid. And what are you doing now, dog? Oh, jeez, he's jumping over the place already. Okay, hold on. Let's bring the camera over here. Maybe I can do it from the side. That way you can see what I'm doing. And it might work out better this way. Let's see, do I need more light? That's the question. Let me see, hold on. Let's see if we get more light down there. Interesting how I can move my stuff around. There we go. There we go. Now we got some more light. Alright. So now if I can just get in there to solder it without knocking everything over, I'll be doing good. Oops. You know, like my storage bins over in the corner. That's not a good idea. Let's see. So we want to take this wire here, and this is where it came from, right there. And we'll see if I can wind it around. Let's see. There we go. The eyelet was pretty much open. It wasn't closed at all. So I can wind it around there. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of solder paste. That should work. Put a little bit on there. And then get my soldering iron over there. And we'll see what we can do. Pretty hefty terminal too, so just got to make sure I get it on there real good. Let's see. Should work. Well, let's see if that did any good. Oh yeah. Pull on that sucker all day, it's not going to come loose. Okay, so Anyway, so now we have our little plug and everything's connected. I've already soldered the back of the plug, so there, and went right over to the front to the pin, so that should work. I don't see why that won't work on the radio. And the radio I have over on the other bench. But yeah, so I think that's going to do it for that one. And you can see these cloth covered wires, look at this, look how thin this stuff is. It's super thin. And the coil, I don't know what gauge that is, but it is really small. I don't know, I'd say it's probably 30, 28 to 30, something like that for a gauge, I'd say. It's really small. And there's a little chunk going over here, coming off this coil. Then there's one over on this side of the coil going over there. And then we have another one back here that comes underneath the bottom. But it's hard to tell. It looks like, you know, there's one coil up here, or part of the antenna got smashed, but it's still together. Surprisingly, it's all still together after being made 1939, so this thing is 83 years old, something like that, so yeah, not too bad. And that label, I don't know why that label looks like it's newer than everything else, and I don't know why, but it's so small. I don't know who would make anything that small. But if you notice, this thing has other cracks in it. It had another one going along here, and you can see it. You can see it from the back side, and its back side is where it would have been stenciled. In fact, it was really stenciled. It had the model 52T1 here, and it said some other stuff about it, but it was just so faded out from being in the sun that you could only see it if you tilted it maybe a little bit, and you could see part of it, but it really wasn't really easy to see. So anyway, so that's another part of this thing I had to get done, since I wanted to use the antenna the other day and didn't have it plugged in. So so anyway, more fun stuff. So that's gonna be it for now. Talk to you guys later.